alongside me for this one, Vinny Perk. Over to you, Vinny.
Yeah, really looking forward to this one. It's sort of started and shape-wise, what would you expect? I think Rodgers looks like he's operating that right wing. He comes in from Adeweki, who gave him lots of width the other day. Probably didn't use the ball well enough. And for Argentina, it's that 4-4-2 shape. Alvarez will drop in and he'll do all the work for Messi and allow him to stand up front on his own. And when Messi gets the ball, then you come alive. It's a really fascinating game ahead.
The reason I've given up making the predictions, of course, and the certainty is that Argentina will make special provision for Bellingham and for Kane. But the reason that during this tournament I've absolutely given up making predictions was brought home again last night when Spain really did a number on France and many top-line players just did not show up as expected for France. Of all people, most people's favourites to win this thing outright, and they are consigned to third and fourth. Argentina with a vastly experienced squad coming into this tournament with 19 of the players who've been in the previous two major tournaments, the last World Cup and the Copa America. They've won both of them. Men like Tagliafico have seen about everything. So in that sense, the experience must be with Argentina. But we know how explosive England can be if they get the cocktail right.
Yeah, I think the sort of lack of respect both sets of support showed each other pre-game in the sense of the anthems, and I think this man has the biggest job of football to do in a long time. He's going to manage this game. I think shouldn't mention war when it comes to these two countries, but these have no respect for each other today. Argentina are full of let-go Madrid players. They know how to play the edge. Expect them and England to match up to it. This could be ugly at times.
We have not had to wait long for it. First little flash point.
Yeah, Brad has gotten away with one Bellingham already, and this one now, England fans are just marking the card. We're here, we're going to be pushed over. We're here to battle. Nasty looking one, and just about get away with it and feel from a VAR point of view, but certainly leaving something on Anderson there.
That's a fairly stern talking to, but I haven't seen a card for Fernandes.
I mean, they've gone to war on the football pitch. You mentioned that sort of game in St. Etienne. You think of all of the madness and the brilliance of Michael Owen, but also the madness of Michael getting sent off. England has to be disciplined, like expect the dark arts to come to light.
Morocco robbed Nigeria. What's happened?
Simeone, the son of Giuliano Simeone, the Argentine player, and now of course a star as a coach. Big selection for this one.
Now why is it on rice? The sweet way.
Who are the centre-backs for England, and Jed Spence brought in. We know he can run. An extraordinary adventure for Spence during this World Cup. Drafted in and out, one of the 6 players who've been deployed as a right-back by England through this tournament. But what it's worth with you, I always saw him more as a left-back. But Jackie didn't like that when people said it to him. And here he is in the biggest game of the lot, left-back.
Yeah, it's almost bizarre in terms of where he's come from. I seen him at Middlesbrough a few years ago, and I tell you, I didn't see this happen. Shows you what I know about the game. Well, now he's taking a chance.
It underlines the way Tuchel sees the game, and one track he is in pursuing the pattern that he wants with the people that he wants. And of course, if this goes wrong for England, there'll be an enormous sense of disappointment right across English football, given how brilliantly they have rebuilt their system. But he's come to this World Cup, leaving behind several of the real poster boys for the improvement. Some of the most talented footballers, quote unquote.
Ever with me.
At the expense of power athletes who had started here, but it's Argentina who started with the power up.
Yeah, just to finish Spencer really well. I suppose the thing you would say, all of that noise we talk about who should be in and then out of the team, nothing got to do with him. He has to seize the moment. And to be fair, he's done well at points. He came on, made a huge impact in the last game against Norway in that left back position. When England won a lot of pressure in the wide areas, Oscar Paul had come on and caused a lot of problems for England. And Spence and Reece James gone back into right back, and hence they've kept the place in the team, gave England a real confidence in the full-back areas.
Pickford goes along, and very accurately also. It's a very nice first touch that from Morgan Rogers on this massive occasion in his career. Still not at the 20 cup mark, remember, Rogers.
Yeah, really good start from Rogers. He's chalking his boots and he gets a great delivery from Pickford. And just drives, and we don't associate him with sort of dribbling past people, but he's got pace and power and he runs. And we know he's got a great shot from distance. This time, just falls between the front post and Argentina do well to clear. And on the lip moment on this man today, Rice has just been altered a bit by now. He's had a bit of sickness. I think England need a big performance from him alongside of this.
Says it took him a week to be A1 again, but he is A1 tonight. And of course, the Arsenal kingpin in terms of delivery from corners. Let's see what this one produces. We've got a very tight marking by Argentina. Messi can't break free. Well read by Spence. Boot was high. Again, free hit to Argentina.
It's gone down a little bit too easy and he's just looking for something. To be fair, Simeone's over tight to him, not looking at the ball, and they've been trying to clamp down on that, but I haven't seen any sort of penalty given or anything overly given that wasn't a definite one.
I'd agree. I think most people will believe that this Argentina will push it to the very limit tonight. And as long as they're not wrapping their arms around the player they're marking, I think Argentina will fancy that they'll get away with it. We shall see. There's a very high foul count in the first 10 minutes, I'll say that. James indulges in a little bit of the physical stuff against Tagliafico.
He's a really outstanding player, Reece James. I think if he's fully fit and he's had it, I'm not sure there's a better right back around in world football than him. Just struggled for fitness throughout the last 12 months. Missed a lot of games with Chelsea.
Of course, Argentina, quite in contrast to England, smooth passage through the group, and it really allowed Scaloni to give everybody a taste of it. The whole outfield complement in this Argentina squad have been used. There are 4 outfield players who have yet to take any action at all in this tournament for Tuchel. And I think when they rattled up the goals against Algeria, the Messi hat-trick, the 2 for Messi and the 2-0 win over Austria, and then ease past Jordan 3-1, they really put everybody on notice that they were very serious contenders yet again, Argentina. But we were not prepared for what followed, and the roller coaster ride once they got into the knockout stages.
Yeah, you spoke about that line, Paul, and Argentina know how to take it line. England needs to be careful, just 3 or 4 fouls down, just trying to leave something. And I think we can reference it all night if we want that Beckham Simeone thing. There wasn't a lot in it. Ultimately, it was probably the deciding factor in the game, albeit with the penalties, England lost control of it. And England just need to be disciplined from their point of view. From Argentina, they need to keep pushing England right to the limit and hope one of their players make that fatal mistake.
Scaloni so keen to play down all the history. Anthony Gordon's after this. It was tight, but he got to it. Couldn't really balance himself to cross it. It was Rogers who had a great run in, and I think Tuchel's looking for that, Vinny, from Rogers tonight. If it goes down the left with Gordon, Rogers' job is to be in there as a second centre forward, and he was in there that time.
Yeah, and he also gives them that running power. We've seen him at Villa operate probably at his best in that 10 position where he likes to go out onto the left and cut in. Brilliant shot off his right. We're here today. I think there's a little bit of that combative style into it, and as you said, the running power out to win. And no one has really nailed down that right wing position for England, to be fair. Saka's done well at times, Madawaki's done okay. But this is something a little bit different. We probably didn't see this one coming.
Romero gives it straight to Anderson, and he charges forward. No whistle on that one. Look at the Argentina bench here, everybody. Every time there's a collision or a potential flashpoint, they're all getting involved in it.
Oh, this is going to be a right battle, isn't it? And the referee, to be fair, has remained calm. So far, the fourth official will be a huge job to do. Both benches are animated. Everyone in these moments feel like it's just a small win. Anderson done really well. To be fair, Fernandez got a touch on the ball, and then there's a little bit after, so not a lot going on in that.
Not even one and say your last chance there. How many people don't say they give last chance? Nobody listen
He's not passing the time of day politely there. Paredes with the referee, is he?
Again, Messi.
Time of day, just to mention to everybody again, the roof is closed and it just feels like a pressure cooker inside this stadium. The noise is bouncing off the roof and back down again, just adding to the sense of theatre, the edge, the tension.
I don't think we're getting a masterclass from either of these teams the way Spain gave us last night. In one sense, I don't really want that. I'm looking forward to this battle. I wanted to knock clubs out of each other in the nicest possible way and make the best team win, and I think there'll be an element of that today.
The England crowd getting after the maestro, Messi, as he slipped for a moment.
I was going to say after 12 and a half minutes, is that sports touch?
Well, he was involved in one of the early flashpoints, wasn't he? But a fleeting touch on the ball at that time, so
Two
yes
touches.
is the answer.
2 touches.
He's,
Right off of your barrel.
of course, at his age, he's going to pick his moments, and he picks his little slots, wandering out to the right wing here. Simeone on the right
Yeah,
side.
Messi trabalha, paz. Jesus.
Jordan Pickford not holding back either.
Yeah, Messi.
No, and that's what I mean. Both teams need to be careful. Just don't test the referee's patience too much. Pickford there, another day the ref will give you a yellow card for just throwing the shoulder. To be fair to the referee in this tournament, I think it's been sensational. They've kept the yellow cards in the pocket. You feel like this guy probably needs one to settle it down, but I hope he doesn't do it too early.
I guess from the start, I don't give a look like from nonsense speaking. Abuse what from what I say, tremendous play 19.
The prize is the biggest of all in football, of course. Place in the FIFA World Cup final. A reminder on Sporty TV, you can see it all unfolding out the weekend. Here goes Anthony Gordon with Spence. The throttle out, Gordon comes inside. Running to what for? Blue, Argentina shirts, and the moment is lost for England. And just a word on the kit here that Argentina are wearing, this dark blue, they consider that to be their lucky kit, and it's brought them success against England on more than one occasion. James caught in possession. Alvarez nicked it off him well. Cross comes in. It's over Messi's shoulder. Tagliafico got there. Another player, very sprightly indeed, considering his age and all his experience. Tagliafico. Be 34 in 4 weeks' time.
Just a young lad. I think you see flashes of both teams and really quick counter-attacks, but once any team gets settled, you can see England out here almost a 4-5-1.
Gillis drove it forward. Simeone filing for it at every opportunity. He does have that power, and as much as the experience and know-how to Powell has been a factor in the tournament, Scaloni clearly he thinks we just need something a bit more explosive, at least in the early part of this game from Simeone. But it's still a mighty call, isn't it?
Yeah,
He didn't play any of the warm-up games either, incidentally.
No, the ball was seen as Messi's minders, yes, somebody that Messi relied on, but I think Simeone will do both. I think Jen spent the start of the game really well, so he can go back and track after people. I think he'd be a real threat in that forward area.
That's nice from McAllister. as he doesn't get a free kick. Bellingham comes away with it for England. Simeone in hot pursuit, closes down on Gordon, gives a free kick away this time.
Yeah, I think England's down that left hand side starting again well. Jordan has a couple of instances where you can see he's a real threat, and Jed Spence, as I said, has given really good support as well from behind. This Matt Bellingham, I mean, how good has he been? He's been carrying England alongside Kane. We know he hit the heights of Real Madrid when he first went over. Probably came off a little bit by his own standards, but he certainly looks England's main man at this World Cup.
It were immense, and where would they be without him? For all the undoubted influence of Harry Kane. James, hopefully for England, with his injury problems behind him, getting involved. Anderson gives it to Gay. Spence, well forward.
Yeah, there's that shape. This time it's Argentina. It's that 4-5-1. Messi leading the line for them. That's the conserve energy. He just walks around trying to fill the pockets.
James continued nicely. And again, fullback to fullback. They're in each other's pocket almost. Spence and James in that moment. This foul, Fernandez got that.
Well, he's got a job to do, Fernandez.
Do you think he gets more nervous watching England than when he's performing in front of 150,000 people, Sir Mick?
Oh, I'd say watching England. I'd say there's nightmares about Jordan Pickford every time the ball goes near him. I think playing in front of a few of Wembley's easy. Pickford's been good in this tournament, to be fair. I think in the last game against Norway, there's signs of a little bit of nervousness. A couple of balls just didn't deal with brilliantly. But he's been really good in this tournament. These huge amount of appearances. He's chasing down the greats of England goalkeeping in terms of his appearances. Maybe a tournament as well to go in his locker.
Trying to go tight to Rodgers. England are looking for a free kick there. Well, there have been so many flashpoints in the first 15 minutes. We're already at the 18-minute mark. And just one or two sides of the football match might be about to break up soon. England are starting to knock it around a little bit more purposefully. Tuchel loves, I don't think he likes to admit it, but I think the truth is out that he really does divide these games up into quarters. Matching the conditions in Mexico with a really downbeat tempo in that game.
Yeah, I think he managed the moments, haven't they, Paul, in England? And that probably comes from the head coach. You can see how they speak about that himself. Anthony Barry, he's done a lot of tactical change mid-games. And so far, most of them have paid off, to be fair.
Around the corner, nicely by Gordon. Harry Kane gets involved. It's a great pass to Rodgers. James on the outside at pace. Comfortable for Martinez.
Yeah, really, really good play. Rodgers done clever. Didn't try and overplay it. He puts it in to Reece James. And you wonder, could James just get a little bit more width about that and put it into that corridor of uncertainty? Good goalkeeping for Martinez. What a World Cup he had last time round. I think he had probably the defining moment in the last one for me. That big save and late in the game from Luani. Probably the difference in why Argentina won the last World Cup.
This is stopped by Anderson. Some mighty English cheers. The competition between the two sets of supporters, largely good-natured, happily, is red hot in itself tonight. Or, sorry, correction, this afternoon. Now, Tagliafico's got a little bit of room. Alvarez, a sublime and unforgettable finish from about that position to turn the quarter-final Argentina's way. Anderson hooked in clear for England. Still in play. Offside.
Yeah, Anderson really well so far. He's covered Messi on all different occasions. When you had the Messi just dropping off the two centre-halves of England, Anderson's done really well.
So we are 20 minutes into this. A quick reminder that you'll see the finale at the weekend. That is to say the third and fourth place game on Saturday on Sporty TV. 2100 Ghana, 2200 Nigeria, 2300 South Africa, midnight Kenya, And on Sunday, the final, 1900 Ghana, 2000 Nigeria, 2100 in South Africa, and 2200 in Kenya. Pickford all the way through. That's the Everton goalkeeper to the Aston Villa goalkeeper, who is obviously up against a teammate here tonight in Morgan Rogers.
Yeah, I think Tuchel spoke about his disappointment in sort of the speed of England's attack and probably wanted a little bit more speed. I'm not sure bringing in a midfielder out into the right wing necessarily changes that, but they've been a little bit passive, both teams in front of it. But we know that both teams have a bit of brilliance when needed, but so far we can see, I've spoken about this shape already, that sort of 4-5-1 shape both teams are adopting. Once the attack is not quick enough.
But it is. Argentina set up camp in England's half now. England started to move it around, and now Argentina do so in their turn with Alvarez.
Well, he tried to pick out the runner, Fernandez. I think Fernandez running powerful midfield, and McAllister, we've seen him do it so often. Tottenham can arrive in England's box and have to be tracked at both goal-scoring midfielders.
Sandro Martinez and indeed the other centre-back tonight, Romero, both weighed in with spectacular and much-needed goals on this rocky ride that Argentina have had through the knockout stages after cruising through the group. Unforgettable World Cup drama. And there's McAllister who's down. McAllister who got the first goal against Switzerland.
Yeah. Good bang, we'll just leave him there. And with the modern boot there, really, really hard. There's no protection. Studs just right down. I think
Just a quick reminder that following on from the FIFA World Cup drama on Sporting TV, a whole host of high-profile friendlies. 26th of July, Liverpool Sunderland, Liverpool Wrexham on the 30th. Into August, Chelsea Tottenham, Manchester City Inter on the 1st. On the 5th, it's Chelsea Juventus, Everton Newcastle on the 12th, along with Manchester United against Leeds, and much more besides. Simeone of Atletico Madrid forces a corner, forceful play against Spence.
Yeah, really good play from Argentina. Expect a long ball into the box and he goes short and working Simeone gets a Spence.
A whole host of Argentina's greats of yesteryear, including Sergio Aguero, looking very nervous here tonight.
He would have liked this game, wouldn't he? His Mascherano simply beside him. I'm sure both of them would have started in this Argentina team. See, this is the bit for me, Paul. You haven't fixed the set pieces, so let the corner take the goalkeeper Pickford and give it free out. The Pickford is fouling Simeone when the ball comes in, give a penalty. Just delaying it too much for me.
Messi takes it. Right under Pickford's crossbar. England get the call.
Yeah, Simone's too close to the goalkeeper, but it's wasting the set piece because of what he's trying to do. I mean, you're always going to get a free kick if I guess. Just not clever.
Pickford has had a great World Cup as usual and managing everything because he looked at the referee there and said, "Shall we all go and have a cup of tea, ref?" So it is time for the first calls in the action. It's been hard fought, hot in every sense. Honours even so far.
Can't cool these odds down.
You can't cool these odds down. Use this drink, it will never you.
Quick break on the pitch and a quick reminder of what Sporting Bet has to offer. Activate one up, and if your team goes one goal ahead at any point, your bet is settled instantly as a winner. And with maximum cash out availability, you'll have more opportunities to cash out while the action is still unfolding. And when the football is over, the excitement continues in our online casino. Become a hero with Eda Militao and Sporty Hero. Take to the skies with Sporty Jet or hit top speed in Sporty Speed. Download the Sporty Bet app today.
Every 4 years, emotions run wild across the world. In 2022, more than 2 million people went too far with their bets, to the point of even risking their dignity.
You win today, I promise that. No promises, please. This year, we are smart.
This year, play Sporty Bet.
Certainty has a funny track record. You were very sure about that bet, weren't you? But what if that certainty actually paid off? If you're that sure that your team will not be conceding the curse out today, or that your defense will look something like this, then don't just say it, bet on it. If you're that sure, then bet smarter and play Sporty Bet.
Okay, don't do the thing like 3 weeks ago. My yes, we did our restaurant. They're going to check to get the people. Yes, it's me. I changed the person. Okay. Martin.
Welcome back, everybody. The score is 0-0. Argentina trying to pressing then from the restart. Oh, off the toe of Messi. Alvarez perhaps was looking a bit wider.
Yeah, half an opportunity there for Argentina already. Comes from Alvarez, off Pickford under the pressure. Every so often Pickford's distribution can let down. He goes again here. This one better distribution.
If you're down, he always goes long, doesn't he? Which is one of the worst outcome in a game like this. James did really well there. England with a free kick. Which he does not get. And so the 0-0 reference actually, as we got underway again, was to say it's 0-0 on bookings. We haven't had a chance at either end, and any number of ferocious challenges either way.
I feel sorry for that fourth official tonight. He's getting it in
Absolutely.
both ears from both benches. He's got a real job. Sometimes not be. Benches feel like there's battles to be won on the sideline as well. And
Yes,
they're certainly battling away out there.
it's all in tonight. The fourth official is Maurizio Mariani of Italy.
He probably can't understand either, so he's grand.
I think you'll get the vibe anyway, then, do you?
He'll have a headache in the morning, that's for sure.
One from Martinez, well read by Spence for England. Molina bounces away from Simeone.
Go back now.
Anderson Kane comes short. Haven't seen so much of this, have we, in this tournament? The quarterback version of Harry Kane. Kind of fitting in the USA, of course, but that was a searching pass. Tony Pinto sees it off. Great run by James.
Yeah, we've seen Messi do that as well. We drop it in. And sometimes it's a player you feel you need to get a touch of the ball, and Kane hasn't really touched it. He's probably felt, let me go and get something, just grow into the game.
Tuchel's structure tends to demand something different, and he's got Anderson and
That'd be a good
just to do the real hard work.
Simone winning a tackle there. You know they say about the apple never falls far from the tree. It's like reeling in the years and going back 20 odd years and seeing his father just being a pebble in England's shoe throughout this first 30 minutes.
Indeed. Well, what an opportunity for him tonight. What a rush it must have been when he was told by Scaloni, you're in. Only the one start in this tournament against Jordan in a game where Scaloni had the luxury of using the squad. Tagliafico, who had an early injury during the tournament, but looked very ready indeed to me when he came back into the side. Molina was getting forward from right back.
Yeah, Molina's starting to grow into the game as well from right back. Just ever so, I think Argentina feel like they're the ones starting to open up a bit now.
One time England manager Fabio Capello is watching here tonight. Reminiscent of a different England era, a star-studded era. Argentina, the way this England team is. Bellingham does get a free kick.
Yeah, you spoke about that era of Scholes, Gerrard, Lampard. I think Bellingham has taken all of them over in this England shirt, and he may go all the way if he continues to do this at this tournament. And replace the greats like Gaza. He's been absolutely world class at this tournament, forcing the free kick for England.
Everything about him, that's the point really. It's one thing to talk the talk, but he's walked the walk. And one of his quotes really stung the previous generations of those England star players. Bellingham saying, do you know what, we might not actually be as talented as some of the other England teams going back to Capello and so on, but we do not crumble. Ouch.
And that comes off the back of a great performance against Mexico, or he's struggling against Norway, going down, and he went and done it as well. And him and Kane are carrying this team. He carried it in the team as well, to be fair to him.
Loads of retro material around in the build-up to the game involving Beckham and other previous England eras, but that's only one part of the backstory of England and Argentina. Rice takes the free kick. Stones went for it. Glimmer of a chance there, Vinny.
I think that's a real chance. John Stones hands on his head. He knows he just needs to get across his defender. He just goes back behind him, and I think he has the beating of Martinez. If he just takes one more step now, he gets in front of Martinez. I think it's a free header. Good from England. I think people smoking their sort of hydration break. You can see him talking about set pieces and the importance of it. England, they feel, are a bigger team than Argentina.
Definitely. Which is not to say that Argentina do not have two of the most competent centre-backs in the world, in Romero and Lisandro Martinez. Simeone has set a high mark in terms of being competent so far.
Well, he's up for the battle, that's for sure.
Well, they all are. Gay's quote was on point. This is the biggest game of our lives.
Won't be not famous last words, but referee's been outstanding as well for the first 34 minutes. He's kept the game, he's been calm as wrestling the whole ground, to be fair to him.
And Anderson had another bite at Anderson. Spence into Gordon. Gordon trying to trick his way past Lisandro Martinez, who defended it very well, but it's picked up by James. Might be a bit too much on that. Simeone in the corner for Argentina, with Spence on him. Simeone took a little bit of a liberty. Needs to tidy it up for Argentina. Spence is on him. England have it back. Bellingham inside, very drawingly. Gordon, sharp, as he was against Norway. Free kick to England. Not good enough from Argentina.
No, it comes from that channel we spoke about earlier on. Spence and Gordon are the winners in this game. We know Kane, we know Bellingham will work the magic and they might win the game for them. But they're dominant on that left-hand side. And that's maybe why Simeone has gone in. But England are starting to win the battle. Really clever play there from Spence to get Gordon away, and another dangerous set piece from England.
We've left this to James. Martinez tells Alvarez, I don't need a wall, it wants to see where it's going. So there's just Messi out there at the moment. Is the possibility of Argentina cracking ever so slightly here? James takes it. Martinez, he sees it all the way. He's not gone far. Anderson kicks it alive for England. Alvarez puts a bit behind the header. Why was Rice not taking that? Now Argentina can break. Spencer didn't stop Messi, which he did. Messi still wins his magic moment. Here he goes, the crowd are on their feet all around. Another flashpoint.
Oh, Messi done really well. That's the fourth yellow card. I think it's for Spence.
Right,
Messi gets past the tackle from Spence, Harry Kane, Gordon, and then Spence comes and takes him out. It's the fourth yellow card. I think this is more because of the flashpoint than anything else, and Argentina players know exactly what they're doing.
Vinny, to me, they're falling into a trap here set by Argentina to a degree. What do you say?
Yeah, I think they just let them all one in and stay away from it. And I think then maybe the referee keeps his card in his pocket. Anderson, he doesn't need to be booked at this early.
Anderson says, why me?
Yeah,
Well, there are other candidates, let's be fair.
I have a bit of sympathy. This is the three tackle. Spence does really well. Then Harry Kane has a nibble. Messi keeps going. Gordon comes flying in. climbs out on this sort of left-hand side for Argentina. I know they're centre forward.
It was one of the left by Johnny Fico, now the right back Molina, who is starting to get forward a little bit more for Argentina out on that far side. Messi, Argentina starting to create a few spaces. Anderson did well and gets a free kick for England.
That's twice Messi's just given the ball away. I'll give you boosted England players to be fair. What brilliance from Bellingham again.
Bellingham pass one, but Romero is dogging his That should be an England ball, and it is. Excellent from Goody.
Yeah, really clever defense. Yeah, he didn't go to the ground, just took his time. And Simone has been a bundle of energy at times. Lacked a little bit of quality, you would say. Maybe the ball was a bit more quality. But the running power of this opening 43 minutes. This man had a big decision to make. He's gone this Simone way.
But England are grasping a moment of real glory, let's be clear, just making the World Cup final. They might be hard to dislodge. Oh, there's a mistake as well. Like Alessandro Martinez. And they feared the worst when the ball went to Kane. They've got away with that. Argentina most certainly are all shook up and need to respond. Fernandez. Into Simeone. He drives into the box.
Nice tackle!
Sensational.
Nice tackle!
Worth the goal, that one.
Wow, and we spoke about, there they are, the two of them.
Nice tackle!
We spoke about them throughout the whole game. People were talking about Kane and Bellingham, but the two of them have taken the game to Argentina on this left-hand side, and Spence done everything right. This time it's Messi gone into the quarterback position, gets his attacking midfield away. And I think Simone's eyes lit up, but all of a sudden Spence comes from nowhere and clears the ball.
I must say, had it been Messi or one of the other Argentinian greats, we would have seen him cut across his man and really ask a question. Simeone couldn't do that. Messi crosses now, and that's how he came defending.
Yeah, the benches are going to be huge. We spoke about that. England's now, it's different decisions to be made by Tuchel. What does Simeone do on the bench? Or Scaloni, should I say. Simeone is not here, but he's all but here. He's just going to go to train. Madrid team is all over this Argentine team.
Alessandro Martinez, he was so lucky. Brain fade moment. Got away with it. Argentina will still back themselves in this game laden with history. They've never lost a World Cup semi-final, remember. 6 final appearances, 3 wins.
Argentina.
So Rodgers brought in by Tuchel. One wide player to the other. That's right out of the Tuchel playbook, isn't it?
Well, you can tell by Molina's body shape. He still thinks he can clear the ball because he doesn't know where Gordon is. He hasn't opened his body. He hasn't scanned. And when you're at this level, you get punished by some of the best players around. And Gordon was absolutely sensational in that finish.
Picked another mini wobble there, but got away with it. Argentina with Simeone. Oh, he's done brilliantly here. Leo Messi.
They fight penalty.
His balance just about, kept the ball just about. Paredes backing up. Argentina begin to pump forward with menace. Kane is the last line of defence. It's a bit early for Mexico going to be repeated, isn't it? But England are suddenly desperate in defence. They got away with it against Mexico. There's a long way to go in this one. And now they're playing Argentina. The mentality shift immense. Fernandez. Simeone. Helped on his way by Stone, but it's not far. Here's Tagliafico. Fernandez. Molina. Romero. It's on the hour mark. Often a time when a coach might consider a change. We're keeping a close watch on Scaloni at the moment, but Argentina are in the ascendant, at least territorially. And that is nowhere near as threatening as Fernandez shot in the first half, which raised the crossbar. That's a waste of good possession.
Yeah, you've done that once or twice. And when we see Paredes do it as well, it's not really on. You need to be patient. You need to get runners in behind England. England have now filled the gaps. They've not let any space between the back four and the midfield 5, and Argentina really struggling in that position. Look at this on the screen. Molina hasn't looked over his shoulder. Not once has he looked over his shoulder. And you don't know where Gordon is, then you're losing. Gordon, once you can see the defender's number, you're in the lead. And he just arrives at the back post, and it's a brilliant, brilliant finish. Again, Molina will, I lose sleep over that one. That's really poor from someone who plays at such a high level.
But you don't see how I mean? I might be caught on never see.
McAllister. This is Molina. Leaves it to his captain. Messi gives it to Simeone.
Oh,
Messi
starting
to have more influence on possession. Leo Messi drives forward again. Leo Messi stopped by Stone.
Woodman, no sneaky shit.
Lisandro Martinez, McAllister. Argentina know they've got the know-how to turn this round. England know that they can defend in these circumstances, and it was of course down to 10.
Nowhere for Argentina to find a little bits of space. At the same time, it's very early to be hanging on like this from England.
It's very early to be saying they shall not pass, and it is against Argentina. Surely they won't just encamp here in front of their own penalty box. Surely not. Alvarez. Has it taken off him?
No.
Everybody back there for England.
Yeah, everybody's back. And we see that 4-4-2 shape out of possession a lot in world football now, particularly in the Premier League. It's a go-to, but it's normally a little bit further apart. So when you win it back, you can release your strikers. England just applying a little bit too much pressure on this early.
That's a miscue by Spence. James, the other fullback, won it. England need a bit of time in the opposition half here. They've asked Rodgers to start running.
Yeah, they're potentially explosive and dangerous.
And there's last book where you do.
Just camping on the edge of the box a long way up to Martinez.
There is a change coming for Argentina. And it might be about to come now. I think it's going to be Nico Gonzalez. We're going to go back for that change.
Si on a paradise comment tu I'm saying
Is going to make way. Gonzalez largely likes to work off either one wing or the other.
Probably Gonzalez may find himself operating on that left-hand side just to give them a little bit more balance. You don't need that sitting midfielder that England continue to sort of sit in like this.
Simeone. Beware of these changes, incidentally. Gonzalez is excellent in the air for a wide player. Lisandro Martinez. England refuse to break their line-up. They're asking Argentina to prove they're good enough. Here comes Gonzalez in the air. Flying through the air. Nearly.
Yeah, it's a brilliant header by John Stones again. You're not the first one today. I mean, he's without a club. He's been released by Man City, but his performance for England when needed this World Cup been brilliant. Touch on Gonzalez. Really clever player. Head from that back post area.
Brilliant from Stones, wasn't it?
Such a likeable player, isn't he?
Yeah, tremendous character. And one of those really, Billy, which is a very good case in point of what we've been speaking about. Bigger picture with this England in this era. He is, as a senior player, one who kind of bridges the two eras. The rebuild by England internally, the way they looked at their player development, worked so hard. And the great humanity, I have to say, on finding a new generation of players. Stones is almost a throwback. Great ball by Kane out to James. Race on the edge of the box. And Bellingham was closing in for any afters. Martinez denied him.
Yeah, no one had spilled one of them in the Norway game, and that's what Bellingham all in his eyes lit up.
Need a shoot!
Now, does he test the Villa goalkeeper? No. That was spinning around like a little plate on a skinny table for a moment.
Oui, hola. Go collect some. Go collect here. Look at that.
Interesting decision for
Robin Martin to Osaka.
Maybe take out a Rodgers out that wide area and go an attacking player, or does he move them more centrally because he could take Anderson on a yellow card. A lot of big decisions made on the bench.
Messi, Argentina are really turning it on now. Gonzalez. It's going to be a corner. There might be a deep breath or two. Argentina, I know, will want to get. Quick reminder on Sporting TV over the weekend, the fourth game on Saturday. 2100 Ghana.
Shoot.
2200 Nigeria. 2300 South Africa. Midnight Kenya. At the moment, it shapes to be Argentina, France. The final on Sunday. 1900 Ghana, 2000 Nigeria, 2100 South Africa, 2200 Kenya. Messi takes the corner. Lofted clear by Bellingham, and they hope that Gordon might get on it and lift the siege, and it's becoming a siege. They could do with the next drinks break, couldn't they? Simeone. Add that to the corner count. One by Tanya Pico this time.
Yeah, that's the first one. Argentina put into the box. They got short and all the set pieces. Obviously, Phil and Gonzalo gives them a little bit of height in there as well. Trying something different there. Sticking with the team. This man is really starting to grow into this game, starting to make a bigger influence.
It's a great sporting theatre, this. Messi drives it in. Pickford through the crowd. Enough for now. Molina.
If they put the cross to the left leg, defense that team.
Cross by Messi. It's a beauty. What a save by Pickford.
Spence and sagging.
Climbing again. He comes up in the clutch moments. I cannot remember what brilliant save of that one.
Well, there's been a lot of talk about the comparison between Pickford and Shilton. Well, I'll tell you what, if this turns out to be the same that gets them to a final, he may just overtake the great man Peter Shilton. He's on the stalls and he's alive to it. And he gets it away from the danger as well.
That's his save in 1970 from Pele. That was in the same class and just as important. What a moment for England to get a break, and it is a break for England as the storm was brewing.
Hold on, almost break now. No, yes, I like this break. Like the break, like for the players. No, like right now. Argentina, they lose 2-0 to Egypt. When you watch the match, you don't feel Argentina. As soon as they go break, after they come back for break, Argentina change the
Couldn't break on the pitch, so let's talk sporting nights. Because choosing the right team is only part of the story. The other part is choosing how you play. Activate never down and enjoy enhanced odds as long as your team never falls behind during the match. Building a bigger prediction, every extra selection in your multi-bet could unlock even greater rewards with up to 1,000% multi-bet bonus available on winning bets. And when the football is over, the excitement continues. Become a hero with Ella Militao in Sporty Hero. Take to the skies with Sporty Jets. Or hit top speed in Sporty Speed. Download the Sporty Bet app today.
Every 4 years, emotions run wild across the world. In 2022, the 2 million people went too far with their bets.
Yeah, very right.
To the point of even risking their dignity. You need today, I promise that no promises, please. This year, we're smart. This year, play Sporty Bet.
Nothing.
Look, you got Bella.
Certainty have a funny track record.
Yeah,
I'm not really sure about that bet. But what if that certainty actually paid off?
Look, guy, man.
If you're that sure that your team will not be conceded the first out today, or that your defense will look something like this, don't just say it, bet on it. If you're that sure, then bet smarter and play Sporty Bet.
Come on, boys. See the way it is. For those 5 years, we get going to the they're not taking, all of them not come up for business. They don't put Konsa. They put the next defensive sub.
What was it? I want to describe it.
Montiel, that means I'll come out. That means I'll come out and they say they call her. They come out Martinez. I don't say I must come out Simeone. Montiel. I come out. Diana. Otamendi.
Welcome back, everybody. It's all been happening, even during the drinks break. So 3 changes by Argentina. Montiel, De Paul and Otamendi, World Cup winners all, are on now for Scaloni. And Ezri Konsa, a defender, has come on for the England goal scorer. I can't draw the illusion any more strongly. Are England set to try to defend and defend and defend?
Yeah, interesting to see New England go to a back 3 and maybe Jed Spence as a wing back. I'm not too sure. That's sort of the best option here, but obviously Tuchel might feel that is an extra centre half in. They're just being Argentina being dominant. For Argentina, the changes are like 2 the back 4, the ball coming in for some hard. So not exactly attack-minded changes, but the idea maybe to get fresh legs into this thing.
Otamendi, of course, is great in the air as well, isn't he?
Spence and Reece James will give sort of running power impacts. And Morgan Rogers will just tuck himself into midfield alongside Bellingham, and he played with a box of 4 in there. Support Kane.
Bellingham and Kane, 6 goals apiece in the tournament so far, but nothing yet. One from either of them might put this beyond Argentina on the break. De Paul to his close friend Messi. Good for starters from this Argentina. Eventually turned it up by James, but oh my goodness me, it looks like it will be. England backs to the wall, a la Mexico. He has one more change, Scaloni, in normal time. Should he choose to make it?
I feel he's got to get Martinez up into the forward area.
Montiel, the ultimate hero, of course, Montiel.
So that was a penalty.
It's the life of a coach for Tuchel. They're damned if you do, damned if you don't. He's avoiding the pressure on with this setup. If they keep a clean sheet, England are in the World Cup final.
But Vinny, it sums Tuchel up. The strength of belief in his own way, against conventional wisdom, in so many ways. But you're right, you'll count for nothing if England keep Argentina out. The power with a great cross, and even
Macali's friend. Naba. The commentator blind. No, that's not
Naba keeps the ball out. I just do not know.
Naba.
People all around are looking at each other. What just happened? Argentina have carved out 2 great chances. And honestly, it looks like they're with England at the moment.
Oh, Alexis McAllister, he just arrived in the box there. Brilliant point back. Pickford didn't even dive, he just let it in his hands. And it's cleared away and Argentina go again.
This defense.
Montiel again. The Powell.
Plus, I'm not this.
There's 3. That's almost taking the you-know-what, isn't it?
That's not
I'm not so sure. I mean, what Tuchel is doing, he's avoiding pressure on and Argentina getting runners from midfield. He done everything just before that. He didn't have a chance. He was disappointed. The ball just went over his head. But he arrived right on cue there with a brilliant header. And somehow, as I said, Pickford didn't even dive. He just let it hit his hand. And it's all gone England's way at the moment. Brilliant cross by the ball. There's pace on it.
in the post, it's hard to judge. I did wonder at the time, but I did also say Baker's with England. Certainly picked to make the third save.
Yeah, may have hit his foot. I think he might have done like the little goalkeeper trick and saved with his feet. But either way, it's a really lucky escape for England. They've gone into this shape. Well, I'm not so sure it's the right idea.
Montiel, it all happened so fast. I think it's just a struggle to find a very decisive angle on it. Messi on the angle. It's a great ball. And it's just the wrong side of the post this time. As Gonzalez fired his way in.
Why did
And with his head again, it comes within millimetres and Argentina have done everything but score.
Well, from his point of view, he's tackled the flag. There would have been checked, obviously, it hits the back of the net. He was on the side, he's changed the play. It's a clean one. He's got to hit the target from there, make a save, and England are hanging on for dear life. And I think they'll need to make another change here. He cannot do this for 14 minutes plus injury time and survive. You feel it's starting to swing Argentina's way.
Bro, why are you guys defending?
All in all, as we approach the climax, it's another meeting which will live forever in our memory between these two.
This don't make sense.
It's another really testing ball forward. Conte on the stretch. Good enough. Argentina now playing with that controlled fury that they seem to bottle. They have the conjurer in chief here.
Come on,
But he's lost the ball to the power of Rodgers this time.
get rough around now. Sure.
I think we don't get another one.
Last shot.
Rodgers had a look at the target. Nothing doing. Can Argentina get the ball back? Anderson's on patrol. Lautaro Martinez is going to be brought on here by Scaloni. The foul.
Yeah, when you go to the back five, you're vulnerable in wide areas, and England are really struggling out in the wide areas. People are not really sure of the dogs. You wonder how much they work on this during the week in terms of positional sense. But the Paul having a field day out in this area as well. Wanting out far across the field. Gonzalez on the other side.
How can you truly, even if you're Tuchel, how can you truly prepare by saying to your team, listen, we'll against Argentina, we'll go out, we'll score an absolute beauty halfway through the second half, and then we'll just withdraw, and our goalkeeper will make three unbelievable saves, and we'll win it that way.
Well, I just can't fathom what's going on. England have just surrendered all the momentum. But that last attack where Rodgers goes, Declan Rice starts to join in and just puts the brakes on. England look like they're just lacking a little bit of legs. Tuchel made two big changes in the fullback area against Norway. You could probably do a fresh look. Reece James hasn't played a lot of football, and Gonzalez is starting to get at him.
Every touch so far has been a good one by Montiel. Fernandez, Alvarez, Anderson sniping away. Here comes the next Argentina cross.
And I found
That was a crazy decision to try for the overhead kick in the bar. I actually think the referee let that go, but
Latuaro.
never have ended up well for Argentina.
More defense.
But is this the moment finally in this tournament for Lautaro Martinez? Big picture, the inheritor of a great tradition among Argentina's top strikers, but looking for me a pale shadow of his best in this tournament so far. A tap in to clinch victory in the quarter-final.
I think to a point he's been sacrificed. He said Messi has had to be fit into the team and Messi needs to run alongside him, but this is this chance again. Just to push and engage and play on, and the overhead kick, as you said. And then I don't know what he was thinking.
It's Otamendi actually. He has to know that goal's very unlikely to stand it had he made contact. Tagliafico's the player sacrificed this time. You're one of the right back for England.
Yeah, this is the problem I spoke about just a couple of minutes ago. Reece James hasn't played a lot of football. His tank is empty. And what you don't want to do is get an injured for the fun that you get there. Right back up and Nick O'Reilly probably should have got him on a couple of minutes ago for me.
I get it.
Oh my God.
Yes,
A
defense.
bit more pressure with Dan Bourne in.
Get defense. I won't see wrong with this.
I don't know that I've ever seen a more obdurate coach when it comes to my way or no way. Tuchel sends on yet another defender, and it's Declan Rice who is sacrificed this time. England have got to hope, incidentally, that James has not re-injured himself. If it's just fatigue, that's one thing. So big Dan Burn.
He's come from non-league football in England to be playing in the semi-final of the World Cup. A brilliant story for him, and remember he won that big header against Norway, and even that was celebrated. He's very popular in the squad. Really good guy. I know a couple of lads at Brighton, they speak so highly of him. Before he moved obviously to Newcastle French football.
I live for Philly, I give me right hand. Before fingers.
The great man Sam Allardyce was doing this, I'd understand it. But Tuchel has invited some serious amount of pressure. He's still winning now. He's in the driving seat. Not us, we're in the cheap seats. So 82 minutes in, he's controlling his own destiny.
And at the moment, the World Cup final beckons for Tuchel and England.
England said no get opportunity to play while you
The foul.
Well, shoot this ball for me. Not China. Thank you.
The standing left back.
Thank you.
Not even fresh as he is. O'Reilly could take England into opposition territory.
I think Riley's gone into midfield, and Dan Bourne is one of the centre halves and Cousins at the right wing back, so it's all sort of madness from England.
Hey, Messi.
Early cross, it's going to drift wide.
That's lucky for the run the goal.
Referee is Sonny Pickman. We don't want any more of your history on it here. You're on watch.
Messi tonight, like Kempe's won a World Cup for Argentina, Maradona won a World Cup, Messi won a World Cup, McCartney wanted to win a second one just to cement that number 10 for Argentina. But he's just looked to shadow himself tonight. Sometimes, unfortunately,
Giannis Articulation or something like that. A basketballer.
Argentina haven't played a team from the top 15 in the world. It's a lot harder tonight against this England side for the same influence.
He shoots. Takes out the two this time by Pickford.
For the world.
The siege continues. Very quickly, folks, so much has been happening. A reminder, please, take part as usual in the Sporty TV Hero of the Match poll. You can access the Sporty TV YouTube channel to register your vote. Messi to the edge of the England box. Fernandes again. Brilliant. Simply brilliant. Argentina level it. They never stop believing. Fernandes has had 3 or 4 off the target. That is the stuff of dreams for Argentina. Never beaten. Never. Oh, Argentina have gone short in most of the corners. Messi extends into the box. England retreated inside the 6-yard box. Messi goes short. It ends up with Fernandes. He rifles a shot from all the 30 yards. Jude Bellingham makes it all the left. But England are too far. They're too disconnected.
Offside! Offside! Offside!
Quick look. I think Messi be okay.
That's the offside! That's the offside! That's the offside!
Not the offside.
What are they going to do? They don't review that thing now, are you?
Bellingham had to want the ball. It's an outstanding. He's had a couple of testers. This time,
offside!
Another invitation.
Now offside!
And Argentina deservedly level.
We don't review them with the offside.
There is no crisis too big for them. They believe Is Stones looking for breathing space? Well, all the time's going to be added on. I'm not accusing anybody, but there's no hiding place from this.
It's a wonderful strike, isn't it?
Just madness. That's defending 1-0.
It was done brilliantly today. Just telling his players to keep. Couldn't deal with it.
People for top cry. Because the boy they play.
Picking up over that ball for a header.
What was it the house?
Martinez finishes it. And he said,
How come? How?
England were in front.
Does that put that your
England seemed to have Argentina's measure. It was a yellow card, I believe, for the foul.
And I don't go
has
forward.
been immense since he
We
came
walk up
on.
from what's now.
Martial's not put a foot wrong, and Lautaro Martinez has scored the goal. England have sent on 3 defenders.
Sat down and up to
It's got to the back line. We spoke about giving up the position in wide areas, and England are playing into Argentina's hand.
That's not what they've got now, Vinny.
Yeah, but take nothing away from
before
Argentina.
now.
They're
Why
brilliant at
people
their play.
don't put this 18
Can Harry Kane
Why people don't
drag England back into it the way he has done so often? They have a throw. This is as far forward as they've been for 20 minutes.
Feels like an hour, doesn't it? Can you send up
It really
all the
does.
defenders?
Thompson with the long throw.
Which long throw?
Very, very quickly, the Sport TV, here are the match nominees: Pickford, Fernandez, Spence, and Messi.
What
Thank
is
you
the
everyone for
essence?
taking part.
When you have time to bring in people like Rodborn.
Martinez, the goalkeeper, was itching to have his mark. He may yet be needed. England trying to dig deeper again. So many of my friends, England support. I cannot begin to tell you, if England do not pull this out the fire, the sense of frustration will burn and burn and burn.
Yeah, and that's because just there, the opportunity to cross comes in. The centre half really has played right back for us about. Can't muster up the quality to cross the ball into the box. Because England's too many defenders.
Vinny, Ivan Toney is finally brought into action. One of the many very controversial choices in this squad by Tuchel. And Tuchel has given him a roughly 4-minute window at the end of the semi-final to prove the coach right. Rashford, who did have his moments in the tournament, is also off. England have to find a goal scorer.
Oh, this game has had a bit of everything. It's been really enjoyable. It hasn't had the quality of Spain last night. But is there one more moment in it? Is there one more moment in this World Cup?
Well, England have to have a moment, but it's the 20-odd minutes that are going to sear the memory of this World Cup campaign and be very difficult for Tuchel to explain away, belted away, and returned, and headed away. And now Argentina will say, well, listen, we now have to defend.
This idiot pass the ball, go to keeper.
Pickford to the halfway line. That's certainly the first time he's been out his penalty box. Kane did his best.
Remember, Konza, the centre half, replaced Anthony Gordon. Really has been so negative from England.
Pickford launches another one. Andy Martinez is bound to do exactly that. Always felt his hamstring as well.
With a smile on his face.
Itching.
He's entitled to do it. Look at these scenes from Argentina as well.
England went into the 1970 World Cup with a team that was believed by many good judges to be better than the one which won it in '66. They were playing West Germany. They were 2-0 up in the quarter-final in Lyon. Alf Ramsey, the then coach, made 2 significant changes, particularly bringing up Bobby Charlton, one of the greatest footballers in the history of the game. West Germany swamped all over them and won 3-2. An infamous moment. It changed the course of people's careers. And tonight, England are really not very far away from having some of that labelled on this team.
Yeah, I can't see how Tuchel can survive this 90 minutes of football. I think tactically they've been really poor. You can. You have to try and win a World Cup. It's not given to you. And go and win it. Rashford onto the pitch. I'm not talking about kamikaze. Bringing Dan Gordon, bringing Konza on for Gordon, and soaking up pressure. Just, you might get lucky once or twice, and all else you get done.
This is the 9th minute of stoppage time. Rashford gets started. He did well. Martinez wanted a goal kick. He's not going to get it. It's reached Messi. Nico Riley in front of him. Alvarez. Argentina free kick. Time is not England's
They won't
friend now.
fight. They won't fight.
No, not for Bellingham, but Argentina know what to do and they just go all in and
This will be the one
Messi's
fight.
mind are the ball right in the middle of it all. And Bellingham looks so frustrated. Handball's went centre forward for England in the 99th minute of semi-final World Cup. The referee has been outstanding today as well. I think it's worth pointing that out. We saw it so often.
Sure,
Like
like
referees. Yeah, it's been really good. It's the most calmest man in the ground.
Enzo Fernandez, the Sporting TV hero of the match. Thank you everybody for taking part.
I'm on board with that ball. I think he carried the game for Argentina and the outside. McAllister, he drove that midfield and England weren't able to deal with the two.
Argentina drive forward Gonzalez. Messi might head for the corner flag. That's exactly where he's going. 10 minutes have been played of additional time. Harry Kane running and Dan Burn running to the end. But the end is nigh for England.
There's a plan.
It's launched again. Burn out jump. Well, actually, he didn't get off the ground, to be honest with you.
Not to be fair.
Thomas Tuchel
You lost the ball.
given the keys to England's kingdom, to the heart of every football fan supporting England, told to go and win the World Cup. We don't care how you do it. There's a seat on the plate for the trophy. That's your only mission. England have done so much so right in recent times and come so close so often.
They are rushing.
Pickford may as well keep running
There's
now.
like 2 minutes of celebration going on.
No. Emi Martinez through the crowd. The whistle goes. Well, we're still playing. And Emi Martinez is milking it as only he can. Playing to the crowd.
Well, for a large period of the second half, you almost forgot he was playing because England put him under low pressure. But when he's called,
Why you go to play
he certainly knows how to play the villain.
Argentina.
And more credit to him. They deserve this.
Let's score 2-1 before see the words. See the words, you know the words. They used to be and saying, which is so. No, it's sporting. Like this sporting is supporting England here. Oh yeah, enter. Time.